I'm going to show you how you can make use of formulas in Airtable forms. I'll be using this tool by manyextensions.com, and I will add a URL to this in the description. So the goal here is to essentially be able to have some sort of like a calculating mechanism within Airtable forms. So in this case, I'm kind of trying to simulate a checkout form. So let me just go ahead and put my name here, and then I'll link a couple of products. So what we have here is we have our products as a linked field, and then this linked field will compute into a formula that will calculate the total of this order. So let's say I do 2 here, so the order total should be 40. So I get redirected now to the extension, and the extension will show me that formula. So I get redirected here. Okay, and then, so this is the order that I made. You see this little card, so this is the extension. It allows you to add a little cover image on top if you'd like. And yeah, so then these are Airtable fields and their values. So we have a products fields. This is the value for that. We have a quantity field. You saw me fill these up earlier. And then, like as you can see, the main thing here really is the total. And this total is calculated through a formula. But anyways, I can hit restart and get thrown back to that form. And when I go back to the form, I don't have to refill everything again. So you see, I go back, everything's pre-filled for me. And then I hit submit again, I get thrown back into that same page we were at earlier. So I can make changes and then come back. And the nice part is when you hit restart, that record that was originally created gets deleted, and then we pre-fill the form. So we always make sure there's only one record, right? So you're not getting 10 records for one user or anything like that. Anyways, when you hit confirm, the confirmation adds a check to Airtable. Now, if I go here, I see my record over here. It's checked. I had made that earlier. So this is checked. Everything works as expected. Like you can see, this is a total. The total is a formula. So what I was looking at the end there was a formula. So I'm going to now show you in the exact details of how to set this up. When you first purchase this extension, what you would see is this screen. You'd want to start by filling up your API key, and then we'll need to grab the base ID. I'm going to grab that from here real quick, and then I'll do the table ID, and then I'll do the form ID. So this is the the form URL. So this is this URL right here. Grab that, drop it in here. Next is the fields in form. So this is important. So the goal here is to tell us exactly which fields are showing up in your form. So if you click on your form and see what fields are showing up here, make sure those are all included here. This is how we pre-fill. If we don't know about your fields, we can't pre-fill. So be sure to do that. As part of that, notice how I said earlier there's a confirmed field. When you make this confirmed checkbox field, you should remove it from the form. So hide it from the form so that people are not confirming for you. So if I click here, what you'll see is I see an automatic import of these fields. Now, an important thing is to make sure to remove any fields that are not in your form. So in my case, all I have is name, product, and quantity. So I'm just going to leave name, and then product, and then quantity. And then I'm going to remove the rest here. Note that if you have a field that is completely empty in your view here, it will not get automatically imported. So if you don't see a field that is automatically, like if you have a field that's not automatically imported, just enter the name here manually. So if I do like this, and then it'd get added. Yeah. Next here is the cover image. So when I opened that thing earlier, you saw a nice cover image. I'll show how this is used at the end, but I just want to keep setting this up to show you how it looks like without the cover image as well. If you have any percent type fields or duration fields, add their names here. And then next is fields to display after form redirect. So when we landed on that page that showed us sort of the summary of the form, of the submission, these are those fields that we saw there come from this input right here. So initially, I'm just going to leave everything in here. I'll show you what that looks like. And then the last thing that is required here is my confirmed Airtable field. So in my case, this is this name right here. Make sure it's case sensitive. I drop it in here. I hit save. All right. Now, let's see. So we get a little form redirect URL when you hit on that settings icon. Copy that over. And then this is the part that requires a pro account for this extension, a pro Airtable account, I mean. So you can add that redirect URL here. So if you add that redirect URL here, and now we can start using the extension as we set it up. So let's see how this goes. So I'm going to do, let's do Abdul again, and then I'll add one product here, and then I'll do quantity 1 and hit submit. Skip this over. Let's see how this goes. Okay, cool. So like you see, because I didn't specify exactly what I want, like I didn't, clean it up. I just said, okay, show me all the fields. It just looks like this. Now, a couple of things I want to explain here. You can grab these. So if I put quantity O on top of product, and then I refresh here, I'll see that. So quantity instead of product. And I don't want product to show up because it's some ID. I'll remove this. Cover image, I don't want this to show up like this. This is, by the way, a formula. So the cover image, remove it from here. And what I will want to do is add that field here instead as my cover image. So if I go here, this cover image field is a formula that just drops a URL in it. And if I grab this name over here and then add it to my cover image Airtable field, and then I'll save again here. And while we're at it, let's clean up some of these fields. So I don't want to see, let's see, I don't want to do product price total. I just want to do the total. And actually, let's add products back. Let's add products back. So put products over here, do this, do this. Cool. And let's remove confirmed. Cool. So let's save again and reload that page. Cool. So that's pretty much what you saw earlier. Yeah, so restarting will throw you back there. Confirming will add that check.